customer gets mad because I didn't answer questions she didn't ask. Some context. I used to work at a store that specialized in accessories. We had a buy 3, get 3 deal on hair accessories and jewelry. Got to emphasize this, it was exclusive to jewelry and hair accessories. It's also pretty important to note that this store was incredibly understaffed and I was often there by myself on our busiest days. It was a small store, but that was still super overwhelming and stressful. Usually on those days, I'd have a hard time focusing on any one thing and I'd keep interaction with customers to a minimum because I was bouncing around the store trying to do a dozen different things at once. I imagine there are some people here who can relate. This started on one of those days. I was there alone on a Saturday. Like usual, I was busy and juggling a lot of different things. This woman and 2 girls who I'm assuming were her granddaughters come in. I wasn't paying much attention until they were ready to check out and, this is very important to keep in mind, they didn't approach me or ask me for any help while they were shopping. They had 4 accessories and 2 pop sockets. I check them out and they head out. Normal transaction and my day continues. I was at work the next day. The woman from the day before came in. I greeted her, not really recognizing her, until she walked up to me and told me she'd been there yesterday. She told me she'd looked at her receipt from the other day that day and realized that the total was higher than she expected it to be. She said she didn't get a discount she thought she was supposed to and then pulled out her receipt. I looked over it and told her that the deal only applies to hair accessories and jewelry and that pop sockets weren't included in the deal. And honestly, I feel like that should have just gone without saying. Pop sockets are phone accessories. They're not something you wear on your body. And there were a ton of signs around the store that said, buy 3, get 3 hair and jewelry. The signs didn't just say, accessories, or imply that anything else would be included. So I'm getting a little annoyed, but obviously not saying anything. I apologized to her, as you're always required to do in situations where the customer feels even slightly unhappy, and she looks me in the eye and says, you need to tell people that. Keep in mind, not only was I really too busy to pay attention to the one family while they were shopping, but this woman hadn't asked me any questions about the deal. She also didn't say anything when she was checking out and when she was told what her total was. She apparently couldn't be bothered to notice what her total was until the next day. She looks me dead in the eye and tells me several more times before she left that I need to tell people that. I get that this woman was annoyed that she spent more money than she wanted to, but I still got pretty annoyed. Was she expecting me to read her mind and know she was trying to get that discount? Moral of the story: pay attention to your total while you're shopping, read signs, and ask retail employees questions about discounts so that you buy the right things instead of getting mad at stressed out minimum wage workers and lecturing them about how to do their job. Also, pop sockets aren't jewelry.